Hello everyone. Just for future reference, I'll probably will talk about the who's fighting um Bam Rodriguez and etc. But I want to talk about the Usyk versus Dubois card. The card out of 10 was about 5. Okay, wasn't a good card at all. There was a Georgian fella who had Alexandre Dubois um in the corner, which was weird. I just thought like a bit surreal, but he had a good fight against James Francis. That was a good fight. Clearly, you can see the Georgian fella takes some sort of traits of Ilya and Alexandre Dupria when it comes to, you know, I suppose the kinetic chain of the shots and the talk he generates. It's might be lankier than Alexandre and Ilya, but yeah, good fight. Stopped him, or well, not stopped him, but I'm pretty sure he quit in the corner, which is fair enough. End of the day, I don't berate that. If you have no chance of winning, you're just getting free brain damage, then what would be the point of winning? I can understand that. Um, Fight afterwards was Solomon Dakers versus a Ukraine fella. Awful fight. Solomon Dakers, I don't even know how he's even English level. You know, his he has naturally very Bambi legs, and honestly, when I saw him boxing. Granted, I only saw him box before the David Adelaide fight. I don't really remember who he boxed, but I don't remember him ever walking towards an opponent. He was walking at the Ukraine guy, walking at him, walking backwards with jabs, and I thought that is the most unathletic thing I've ever seen from a heavyweight. If usually when heavyweights are tired, right, and they're on a back foot, that is more acceptable to see someone walk back. But my gosh, if that Ukraine guy had an ounce of explosivity or spring in his feet and leaped with a left hook or leaped with a swivel jab, you know, it it would have knocked Solomon Dakers off balance, but who cares, really? The next fight, disgusting fight, this was Daniel Lapin versus Lewis. So I can't remember his surname. I think Odinson. I can't remember. I'll put a picture. Pronounce I probably won't. End of the day, the guy that fought Dan Aziz about probably last year, a couple about 8 odd months ago. Um, he's good. I think he was for the Intercontinental WBC WBO light heavyweight title, but I could be completely wrong. Intercontinental really doesn't mean anything, anyways. But I had that the Lewis one win. Louis Lewis had him winning, but he is the probably he's one of the most dirtiest fighters I've ever seen in a hot minute in boxing. He is so dirty as a fighter. He's so in the first round tried doing an outside trip on Daniel Lappin. Then every time it looked as if he was going for a takedown on Daniel Lappin. What do you want Daniel Lappin? What do you want Daniel Lappin to do? Marcus McDonald. Ridiculous. You're hitting him in the back of the head. Flipping hell, I'm pretty sure on round 8 or whatever it was. I was looking like he's like as if it was like a Benwick and Liam Cameron situation. But if you check the replay, he elbowed what's called it Daniel Lappin. Elbowed him. Then I'm pretty sure Daniel Lappin might have hyperextended his bicep or something, which is like he was like, oh, then it's gonna go hit in the back of the head and complain to the ref. He hit me in the back of the head. The ref don't give a crap. Awful. I don't want to see that Lewis, whatever his surname is. I don't ever want to see, aka Daniel Lappin's opponent. I didn't want to see him fight. I don't even care if it was, if it should have been considered to Daniel Lappin's opponent. I don't care. Yeah, we should not see people like that in the ring. Period. Okay, they're a disgrace to the sport. I get it. You got to do rough house tactics and you got to do dirty boxing, but to that extent, you may as well do MMA, mate. Why even doing boxing? Get out of here. That's why I think, honestly, I don't care. Disgusting as hell. Okay, co-main event. Chief support. Lawrence Coley versus Kevin Loreno. Lawrence Coley's he moves pretty well for a 262 pound guy. Lorena, I didn't make no prediction, but if I had, I'm not sold on Lorena at the end of the day. Lorena, one, does well when he's against people that are similar to his height, and two, it's either a hit or miss when it comes to Lorena. He's got a big left hand, but that's all. The size difference was apparent. Lorena's of course a stocky heavyweight. People say he's small for heavyweight. Yeah, I guess so. But he's compact. He's a ball of muscle, and he can explode, which he did do. But there was no like he only did it what once for every round. You know, sort of a left hook. Lawrence Coley showed um, you know, decent distance management, which I think it is great. You know, um, he has ultra long arms, and he throws his shot straight, like like um like as if he's firing a bow from an arrow. He's firing an arrow from a bow. Ah, I can't speak English, can I? Innit? But all straight shots and straight shots kill, man. You know, his footwork's pretty darn good as well. I think he should lose a weight a little bit so um his feet are less stuck in the mud. But end of the day, that comes down to him. Whatever Lawrence Curry wants to do. He didn't really look overly fat, anyways. He looked only about 25% body fat. But let's get on to it. So, round one to round four to you could even say round six, it was decent. But soon after, the fights got boring. Like, Larry weren't doing much. Okoli wasn't really stepping out of a second gear. He was just really chilling. He was just chilling. Which sort of led to a bit of a boring fight. I remember I was trying to stop myself from trying to go to bed. And Okoli, while utilising the clinch, fortunately, he fortunately weren't being an octopus, but he was throwing shots. But still, I don't know, man. It was sort of like it's like Lawrence Okoli at cruiserweight, but it's evolved his style, so he's not really hugging and praying on you. Do you know what I mean? That's all how it is. Let's talk about the main event. Oleksandr Usyk with Dubois 2. Yeah, I knew Oleksandr was gonna win, man. People gotta understand, yeah. Outside football, yes, and the lead hand battle, the jabs. Who has the better jab? Usyk by far. Who has the better lead hand battle? Who's ever beat Usyk at the lead hand battle? From what I remember, I can't really remember really. Not anybody. Okay, and I'm talking about guys even taller than Usyk. Do you know what I mean? Um, what makes me think Dubois would have had a chance of that? Or like I see people at people saying, "How can you do to land 10 jabs?" Do you know the alignment of an orthodox with southpaw? It's pretty much easier to land your backhand as opposed to your lead. I'm not trying to say your backhand has to be a jab, obviously, because that's stupid. Like unless you're a pressure fighter or you're David Benavidez, what would be the point of landing your right hand twice in a row? Unless I don't know, like you're doing Israel Madrimov, but but Dubois had more success, and you can see in that second fight, which happened about 30 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, however long it happened ago. Yeah, that Dubois was landing that right hand more continuously than a jab because the alignment of Dubois' right hand to Usyk's rear shoulder, it's easier to land. Can it take more distance to travel? In some sense, yes, of course, but the angle of it makes it so that it's more likely to land. Do you see my point? I feel like I was waffling there for a split second, but if you box a southpaw and you see how southpaw can land left hands easily on you, and then soon you think, all right, then let me try against a southpaw and throw my right hand, you'll see that okay, it's not really, it's the angle of the arm, of the shoulder. As any person that's boxed, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, Dubois was doing well landing the right hands. Usyk was winning pretty clearly, obviously. I mean, you might as well even say Usyk was standing in the line of fire, against him. Was just like, I suppose Usyk wants to make a point, especially with the George Fox, Don Charles, whatever, all the lead up and that. I don't really look into that because who really cares? And they, I'm not watching EastEnders, am I? Um, yeah, but Usyk just beat him up bad, pretty much. I mean, Dubois he didn't look mentally weakened. I mean, he was getting caught by pull left hand counters, right hook counters. I mean, man, like, do you know what I mean? It's just really Dubois. Here's what people understand. I don't want to keep rambling on. Dubois couldn't replicate what Derek Chisora does because one, Derek Chisora, people say, oh, Dubois has a I don't know 78, I don't know whatever reach. But okay, that's the arm reach, that's the wingspan, that's from your left arm stretched out, your chest measured, then to the other arm. Okay, individual arm length itself, like just your arm. I think honestly from seeing Derek Chisora has longer arms than but Daniel Dubois. Usyk clearly has longer arms than Daniel Dubois. Okay, I'm not talking about the arm reach, I'm talking about the wingspan. But all fighters get the quote reach measured. That's not how it works. If you have a wide ass chest and also long arms, like, course your arms gonna be long as hell. That's why you know what I mean. That's why Lawrence Crowley's arms are long as hell because he's got wide ass chest and shoulders. But same with Fury, same with Deontay as well. But let's get back onto it. Derek Chisol's individual arm length was probably longer than Daniel Dubois. The ring was also smaller when Oleksandr faced Derek Chisora. Two, Derek Chisora throws his hooks. He slingshots them. Daniel Dubois doesn't ever throw his punches. He stiffens. No, he does. He stiffens. He stiffens it because he's compact. He stiffens it. He's not like you don't really see Derek Chisora ever really stiffen to throw a shot. You barely see it besides maybe the jab or when he's throwing tight shots to the body. Okay? So for anyone that thought Daniel Dubois could replicate what Derek Chisora could do, you're absolutely wrong. And a third point is Daniel Dubois is not as defensively available like Derek Chisora. And Derek Chisora has pretty alright head movement. Um, now of course is wavered, but at the end of the day, old age can't help that. And Derek was quite unorthodox because sometimes he'd step in, he'd jab, he'd even go southpaw for a couple rear jabs. Not rear jabs, southpaw for a couple jabs and his right hand, and then for a big looping left hook. We're going orthodox, but then he wouldn't just throw one big shot. He'd then throw another. That's the thing. Dubois couldn't replicate anything that Derek Chisora could have replicated because Daniel Dubois is not Derek Chisora. Do you get what I mean? That's what people need to understand. He's not Derek Chisora. Okay, but now Usyk says he wants to face Fury for a third time. I don't really care. I think the man should retire. He's a generational talent, generational great. Um, of course, there's tons of asterisks for um the guys he beaten, and when you look into their resume, Daniel Dubois has asterisks. Anthony Joshua has asterisks to a certain extent. Tyson Fury has asterisks too. Who the hell was Tyson Fury really fought? But yeah, out of what, an old Klitschko or a Wilder, but yeah, I mean that's what I think. Like, I think he should retire. But if he was to face a man, there's only two people I'd want to see him face. And no, it's not Anthony Joshua. No, it's not Derek Chisora. No, it's not Tyson Fury. Ajit Caballero or Joseph Parker. You know, like the people you faced, you give them the opportunity. If not, then sail off into the sunset, Usyk, man. Because you deserve it, really. Did Daniel Bryan deserve the shot? Absolutely not. But it's boxing's all a gimmick. But that's what I think, guys. I will do my post fight for like stuff like Bam Rodriguez, Thunder vs. and I don't even want to talk about Pacquiao vs Barros because Barros is gonna beat the crap out of him. I don't even know. I saw G-Man and I did with people, and even other people saying like Manny Pacquiao's gonna chin him. Come on, man! Look at him against that weird guy from Ryzen. I don't know if it's Japanese or what. Got battered by him, man. Wake up. He's not George Foreman. But I'll cover the Sebastian Thundera vs Tim Tszyu, and I'll probably even talk about that Dustin Poirier vs Max Holloway free fight. So yeah, thanks for watching and like and subscribe. Thanks.